All right, guys, so people have been asking me how I do my watermelon, and we prepare watermelon like once a week. We use these little pans right here. Now you could use Tupperware or anything basically, but what we try to do is cut it as efficiently as possible so we can get the most out of it, so that we have a snack to graze on throughout the week. That's what a lot of times stops us from eating stuff we don't want to eat, is there's nothing to graze on. You're always hungry, you're walking around, and now if you have some watermelon to grab throughout the day, you're grazing on something. It's good for your body and everything, and that's what we do. So if y'all want to know our secrets, this is what me and Shawana do at our house. The first thing I'm gonna do, I got my watermelon here. I'm gonna put down some paper here. I had some little parchment paper, that you put in your baking pans or whatever. I just use it so when I'm done, I can kind of, clean up a little easier. It just seems like it. So again, that's just my little technique. So I got my knife. I guess shout out to Cuisinart, you know what I mean, for the knife. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and cut it. We're gonna try to just cut them in half like so. All right, let's see, we don't want it to roll on the floor here. So I'm gonna turn each side over like this, all right? And then we just gonna slice them into some slices just like this. I usually do about 4 or 5 rather, slices across. It's just like the thickness. It just depends on what thickness you like your watermelon, how you want to do it. So then I'm gonna switch sides. Go against the grain there. And let's do it one more time. All right. So you see this one half, this part is done, right? So you see how that looks now? So it's all sectioned off there because of the way we cut it. And of course, there's one we hadn't gotten to yet. So see, when I open it up, you see what I have? I have these little stalks, if you would, and now we're just gonna slice them up and finish, all right? Okay, so here we go. Now, usually I'm gonna move this to the side so you can kind of see how I get to the bulk of it, all right? So you see, we just have these little stalks right here, and then I can just cut them like so. And look how we have plenty of watermelon, little chunks to put in our bowl, our little container here. See that? And it is delicious. So sweet. Those I just kind of cut them at an angle. I like the stalks in the middle because they get the most consistent. These are just cut right there. Try to get as much as I can without cutting into the white part. And that's how we do it. Look at that. So usually one watermelon will give me 2 of these. We can snack on it for about a week. All right, we're gonna take this one. We're gonna start. We're gonna cut the columns and rows in it. Like I say, it really depends on the thickness that you like your little pieces to be. This one I'll turn it so I can kind of stay straight, you know? Kind of lean into it a little bit. Let's go one more time. All right, look at that, man. This is what we were in here to get, right here. Got to the good part. See there, that's what we keeping. That's a good thing about cleanup. You get to eat all the loose ends. So you see what I'm saying? A little paper kind of allowed me to kind of get it all up. That's what I've always dreaded about watermelon. It's always been so hard to clean up, you know, clean up after yourself. But now we can just get a little bit of, you know, a little paper towel. And, you know, maybe one day we might get a bounty or a quicker picker upper or a sponsorship from somebody, but as far as now, we got whatever paper towel this is. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. And the finished product, man, doesn't that look delicious? Man, look at that. And it is indeed delicious.